everyone. So I know it's a couple minutes before I said I'd start streaming, but what's in a couple minutes? Oh. So the plan is Gabriel night. However, I might have like a little, not interlude, maybe an interlude, I don't know, where I swap over to Stardew Valley for just a second because I've been modding it pretty heavy and I just want to make sure everything works, and I want to show Iggy Piggy when she comes back what I've been messing with. So anyway, let me find Gabriel Knight, start that up. I have to open Stardew Valley manually now. It didn't like me trying to open it with Smappy. Not at all. Gabriel Knight. There you are. Play Gabriel Knight. Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father. Yep, fantastic. Play. Right, there we go. Let's go back to the last checkpoint, which hopefully wasn't that far back. Because like I said, I assume... Oh wait, no, load game. I did save it manually, didn't I? Yeah, 112. Let's load that one. And hopefully it's not too loud. I can always turn it down a bit more. In fact, I will. I think when I looked last time it was a bit too loud, so... I reckon that works. If it doesn't, let me know.
Times dated June 21st, 1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the voodoo murders. He scans it quickly.
I don't believe this. They've closed the case.
What case?
The voodoo murders case. The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were a result of an underworld cartel war, and that the war is over.
That's not good?
It's ridiculous. And what about the killers? And the voodoo angle, they never got anything on that.
I know you were into it, Gabriel, but if it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that upset, why don't you talk it over with your pal Mosley?
You don't get it, Grace. Just forget it, okay?
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope, despite his
Despite
disgust.
the disgust, huh?
Death walks close to you today. Resist temptation lest his eye fall on you, too.
Peachy.
Gabriel also spots an ad for Sam Springleton, a jeweler. Sam hangs out at the Napoleon House.
Ooh. Now there was a button here last time which let me kind of see everything. And I don't remember what it was. I thought it was control. Apparently not. Okay, well... settings? Font size, I'll make that a little bit bigger. Subtitles are on, language voice on, English. Let's turn the music down a little bit more. And then I'll turn the desktop audio up a little bit. Display's fine, whatever. I don't care about anything. It looks fine, nice and crisp anyway. Okay. What were the controls? Oh my god, I got the memory of a goldfish. But... Oh, sorry, I need to remember what I was doing. Day 4. Okay, so did I just start day 5 or is this still day 4? That woman's gonna be the death of me, I hope. Gotta talk to Mosley, another horoscope, jewelry maker, take a Pim's cup. Oh, okay, so they're connected anyway. Huh. I could have sworn it was control. Now I'm just puzzled. Does anyone remember from last time what buttons I was pressing? Huh. Ah, got it. Spacebar. Could have sworn it was further left than that. Gracie.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Did I get any messages?
Do you have messages for me?
Your grandmother called. She said to remind you to stop by and go through your father's things.
Okay.
I can go to Grandma's? I've
Do
been
you
so hyped
have
for
messages for me?
That man from Germany called again, Wolfgang Ritter. Now he's claiming to be a relative of yours.
Interesting. Can I get that phone number for Wolfgang Ritter?
Sure, I'll give it to you when we're done talking.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Research this.
I have a pattern I need you to research.
How interesting. What is it?
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour and blood.
Yuck. You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
Well, wear your evil banishing gloves if you want, but check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
Nope. I'm
I
good.
can't think of anything.
Here's that phone number.
Thanks.
Let's give him a ring.
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international?
Well, then we'll dial 011.
I'm not calling Germany. And Wolfgang Ritter guy says
What's
he's
the
a
point of
relative, but
taking
I've
the
never heard of him.
number? Jesus Christ. Right. He just types it all in and then just goes, why would I do that? There.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
Go and
Get the hell out of here.
The figure out.
Well, I'm gonna see what happens if I dial in the police. Wait, my friend is the police. "911. There's a creeper.
Didn't Grace say you had to dial
I don't think
011
that's-
first to get international?
Really who you call, but I want to see what happens.
I'll pass.
You'll pass. Fine. Let's go to Grandma's. Grandma night.
Gabriel, I'm so glad you stopped by.
Oh, sorry it's been a while, Grandma.
Not at all. Give me a kiss.
Now come on, sit down. Tell me how you're doing.
Plush sofa looks plush.
On the wall are portraits of Gran and Granddad when they were young. Gabriel's inherited some good-looking genes.
That sounded really clunky.
Gabriel grew up in this room. Just being here makes him feel safe. And after about 5 minutes, claustrophobic. That clock has been in the Wright family, Granny's family, for centuries. Granny doesn't like anyone messing with her clock, including Gabriel. Gran has a way with plants and kids.
Narrator lady, stop sounding so curt. Jesus.
That ficus tree would be real helpful. Right.
She sounds clunky in this section.
Well, Gran, I'd better
No,
get...
no.
Remember,
Love you too.
No, I don't want to go. I was clicking on the mantelpiece. Oh, now I have to put up. Walk faster, Gran. Please.
my precious boy, how wonderful of you to stop by.
Can't stay away from you, Gran.
Mantle.
Mostly pictures of Gabriel, his dad, and Harrison Knight. Gabriel is sentimental enough without dragging those photos into it.
Okay.
Grandmother Knight rarely uses the fireplace these days. Too much of a hassle to clean. Fresh carnations, Granny's favorite.
They aren't carnations, but okay.
Granny's side chair still has that annoying loose spring in the seat. Granny likes soft lighting.
Oh.
How have you been, Gran?
Just fine, dear. I'm sorry I bothered you at work, but, I was hoping you'd get a chance to go through your father's things in the attic.
Don't be silly. You can call me anytime.
Let's try to make her less toothy.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? What an odd question, Gabriel. Of course, you always were interested in monster movies and all that other weird stuff. You get that from your father and Granddad. I don't know anything about it, dear. Of course, it was very big in New Orleans at one time, but you don't hear so much about it these days. Too much else in the world to worry about, I guess.
What can you tell me about the voodoo murders?
Oh, Gabriel, nothing. And I don't want to. I sometimes wonder what this world is coming to.
Keep going, we've got lots of questions.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
New Orleans is very southern, of course, though not as much as it used to be when I was a girl. It's gotten much more influenced by the East Coast and that California stuff. Still, it hasn't changed as much as other places, I reckon. We've always been happy here.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
My goodness, boy, you lived here all your life, just like me. I can't tell you much that you don't already know.
Cabri Sanko.
Does the phrase Cabri Sanko mean anything to you?
Something without something, I think. Oh, my French is so rusty, I swear my mind is going.
No, it's okay. Thanks. Do you know anything about snakes?
Snakes? What kind of snakes, dear?
Oh, I don't know, local kinds.
Well, we used to get cottonmouths in the park when I was a girl, but I haven't heard of one being sighted for years. Milk snakes and garter snakes are also around these parts, but they can't hurt you.
Thanks, Gran. What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? I remember when I was a girl, we always had a St. John's Eve Mass. The Mass was said at midnight, and we held candles.
Oh, Grandma.
One time, on the way home, we were waylaid by a large group of drunken revelers. They didn't hurt us, but oh, I was frightened. My father
grandma's,
was
I gotta eat
furious.
cookies.
We never went to St. John's Eve Mass after that.
It's like a rule. You're at Grandma's house, you gotta eat cookies. Ow. Yum, yum, yum. Put them away. No, no, no.
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
Marie Laveau. Oh, of course. She was that voodoo woman, wasn't she? She preyed on people's fears and superstitions, is what I think. There are always those willing to take other people's money for nothing. You stay away from people like that, Gabriel.
Yes, Gran. Do you know anything about animal masks?
Why, no, dear. Do you mean Mardi Gras masks?
Never mind, Gran. What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I haven't celebrated it in years, Gabriel. I'm sure there's still Mass in the more traditional churches, but I don't go.
Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo hound fall?
Gabriel, my goodness. What are you up to these days?
Oh, nothing, Gran, really.
You'd better not be. You know you're the only family I have left.
I know, Gran. It's okay. Do you know anything about black voodoo?
I
Or
don't know
grant
much
some
about
more.
any kind of voodoo, Gabriel.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
What, dear?
Never mind. Have you ever heard of Damballa?
What, dear?
Never mind.
Never mind, Gran.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Surely you have something more interesting to talk about.
No, come on, Gran.
Oh, all right, dear. What do you want to hear?
What do you do all day?
You know how I love to knit and work in my garden. I also take long walks. It's the only way to keep an old body like mine from stiffening up.
Oh, I should go on long walks.
You're not old.
Oh, don't be foolish. I'm older than the hills.
Tell me about before you met Granddaddy.
Well, you know I was born Rebecca Wright. My daddy owned a lot of land outside of town. We grew peas and corn and cotton, all kinds of things. It was a good childhood, but my father was very strict. He didn't much let me out of his sight.
Tell me how you met Granddaddy.
Oh, I met Harrison at a church revival. There was a traveling preacher back then, a big fella named Reverend Jim. I even remember his slogan, "Come to me to find your way." Your granddad was sitting right behind me and my girlfriend, Alma. And at one point, old Reverend Jim was flinging his hair around with his fine brimstone annex. And a piece of it, one of those small add-on doos for men, went flying off. I swear, Harrison and I were the only ones that noticed. We both started laughing to beat the band. Everyone looked at us like we were a couple of loonies. Oh, it was then I knew that he was for me.
How are you, Nan?
How you feeling these days?
Fit as a fiddle, and don't you worry your head about it.
Anything at all.
Just tell me anything at all.
I had your father when I was 22. The doctors told me I couldn't have any more after him, so I'm afraid I spoiled him rotten.
Just tell me
We do it 3 times.
anything at all.
I hate to admit it, but I was a jealous little thing when your granddaddy and I were younger. I loved him so ferociously, and he did attract the eyes of the ladies whether he wanted to or not.
Just tell me anything at all.
I get lonely sometimes, but I have lots of girlfriends in the neighborhood. I call one of them if I'm feeling blue.
Hang on, is the stream looking blurry? Give me 1 second. What is my... Sorry, just checking a few things. Huh. Well, that's rubbish. I wonder if it's because my brother's home. Oh, it seems to be working okay now. Well, okay. One more.
Just tell me anything at all.
I wish you'd settle down and give me a great-grandchild.
Oh, gran.
Never mind.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
All right, dear.
Tell me about our family.
Who would you like to hear about? Your granddad, your father, or your mother?
All of them.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad immigrated to America when he was 21. He worked his way through school, met and married me, and we had your father, Philip.
Tell me about my father.
Your father was my only child. How we adored him.
Tell me about my mother.
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She came from a very wealthy Creole family in New Orleans. She was beautiful and reckless. She was madly in love with your father, of course, but I also think she liked to find her family. Since you're so interested in family history these days, why don't you go by St. Louis Cemetery No. 1 and visit the family tomb? It would be such a sweet gesture.
It's just past the Ross tomb, right? Oh, maybe I will. You know, you get prettier every time I see you.
Oh, you.
Keep complimenting.
Have you baked any of your incredible molasses pies lately?
No, dear. But you let me know when you want some and I'll whip up a half a dozen.
You see, that's why you compliment Grandma.
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
All right, dear.
I'm gonna go up to the attic, Gran.
Be careful of the dust.
It'll come at you.
These old picture frames have been up here for years. It's a lady's hat from the 1920s.
You know, from Gran's Virginia Woolf period.
The old trunk looks like it's gone to hell and back. It's an old dusty bicycle tire.
No, doesn't look like a bike tire, but okay.
It's an old dress dummy that Gran had in her sewing room years ago.
My first impression of the female form.
Take me, Gabriel.
The sheet-covered upholstered rocker used to be in Gabriel's nursery. That box of knickknacks has been up here for at least 5 years.
There's nothing I want in there. I think I'll leave that up here. It looks pretty heavy. There's a lot of Granddad's old stuff in here. Might be something interesting.
Dog. I can't click on the dog.
some old clothes, including a pair of leather shorts,
Aren't those called lederhosen?
more of Harrison Knight's German books,
Just what I need.
a bundle of letters, love letters between Harrison and Rebecca.
Can't dig them though.
What's this? It's some sort of key.
An elaborate mechanical clock, probably of German origin, is among the discarded treasures of the attic.
I think I'll leave that up.
Okay, well, it's a quick one.
The face of the clock is hand-painted. A ring of 6 symbols surrounds the face of the clock. A sword, a sun, an angel, a noose, an eclipse, and a dragon. The ring of symbols doesn't appear to have any mechanical function, but it does move.
Trying to remember what it was from the last game I played. I just thought it was 3 o'clock. There was a thing, wasn't there? Dragon. Not bothered with that. I don't care about the bracelet. I want a clock. I could have sworn it was with the dragon on top.
The key winds
Oh
the
my God.
clock's mechanism.
Granddaddy, you old fox.
It was 3 dragons, but I had
A secret drawer has opened in the base of the clock.
Right, we'll see what we got.
The back of the photo has the following written on it. Schloss Ritter, 1925. The letter is written in German, but Gabriel determines what he can about it. It was sent from a place called Schloss Ritter in Rittersberg, West Germany. The letter is addressed to mein Sohn Heinz and signed Wilhelm Ritter. One of the reoccurring words strewn throughout the letter is the word Schattenjäger. The only other thing that Gabriel can decipher about the letter is a sense of urgency in the handwriting and in the heavy use of a quill tip, bold strokes, and underlining.
Okay. Golf bag.
It's Granddaddy's old golf bag. Golf was never my game. I'm not sure what my game was, but it wasn't golf.
Chatting up girls.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
That one in the middle is your grandfather. Those other two, oh, I don't know.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
No, dear. I'm afraid I don't speak a word of German.
Another chat, Grandma.
That's my Gran. Adorable as always.
As
Oh,
always.
you're such a tease.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Schottenjäger? Schottenjäger. Oh, how odd, Gabriel. I haven't heard that word in years. My goodness, you've given me a chill. Your granddad used to say that sometimes in his sleep.
Really? Do you know what it means?
No, I'm afraid not. I asked him about it once. I don't think he answered me. Odd.
Huh. Thanks, Gran. Do you know anyone named Heinz Ritter?
Heinz Ritter. Oh, Gabriel. Where did you hear that name?
I found a letter in Granddaddy's clock.
Oh, I promised I'd never tell you or your father, but I suppose it doesn't matter now.
Tell me, Gran.
Your granddad's name was Heinz Ritter before he came to America. He changed it to Harrison Knight legally when he arrived.
Okay.
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
Wolfgang Ritter? No, dear.
Huh. Odd.
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally Ritter.
Okay, one compliment and then we'll be on our way.
You've lost weight. Are you courting a new man?
Oh, Gabriel, don't be silly. You know there'll never be anyone but your granddad for me.
Okay. Bye,
Oh,
Grandma.
nothing. Never mind.
All right, dear.
Well, Gran, I'd better get going.
All right, dear. Be good and keep safe, Gabe, honey.
I will, Gran. See ya.
Vroom, vroom.
The Napoleon House is one of the quarter's very old, very classic neighborhood bars and restaurants. Gabriel is found here frequently. A street drummer has found a spot outside the Napoleon House. Gabriel can't do anything with the drummer on the street. The velvet chairs are getting a bit threadbare. A small table, recently deserted, holds the remains of someone's drink.
Through the door.
An unhappy-looking man explores the dangers of drinking alone.
Can I ask you some questions?
No. Now, beat it.
Beat it.
That could only lead to trouble.
Poke the unhappy man.
A young woman is enjoying drinks with her boyfriend.
Kinda cute.
That's all the drama.
Hey, how's it going?
Could you excuse us? We're talking here.
Nah,
Me.
better not. Her boyfriend doesn't look too friendly. Can I ask you some questions?
Sure. You want to know my sign?
On second thought, I don't think you could help. Forget it.
An old wooden table holds some drinks and an ashtray.
Just hover near him. Hi.
A young man is deep in conversation with his girlfriend and feeling no pain.
Hello there.
Excuse me. I was talking to the lady here.
And she was listening raptly, I'm sure.
Oh, he sounds so whiny.
This isn't that kind of bar. Gabriel and the bartender are old pals. His name is Stonewall King, and he knows everybody around here.
They aren't mine.
They could be.
It's a bust of Napoleon. How apropos.
Able was I ere I saw Elba.
If Gabriel tried to take the head, Stonewall would be on him like ducks on a June bug.
That's a description, okay.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Hello.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? Don't believe in it myself. I invented a drink once called Laveau's Tomb, but it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
See those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam and Marcus. They've played there every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those games. It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time. By the way, Sam, the chess player, he's into that voodoo stuff. He's always talking about spells and gree-gree and such.
Really? Thanks. So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodoo-ien and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day he went up and talked to the girl. And sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife, poor guy.
Poor guy.
Does the phrase caprice encore mean anything to you?
Never heard of it.
Do you know anything about snakes?
What about him?
No, just anything.
You ask the weirdest questions. I don't know anything about snakes.
If I remember, he doesn't know much about anything, and I cannot be bothered. I mean, he just complains about the drums. I think that's it.
Tell me about the street musicians around here.
I like music as much as the next guy, but they get pretty monotonous sometimes, you know? Like that drummer right outside. They say there's been a drummer outside Napoleon House since the day it opened. Now, I like drums, but this character really gets on my nerves. It sounds like the same thing over and over. I just want to say enough already.
Sounds like my life.
A man in a loud tie stares morosely at a chessboard. A sharp-eyed gentleman in a gray sport coat hunches over a chessboard, chuckling to himself.
Sorry to bother you, but could I ask you a few questions?
I'm not the chatty type, am I, Sam?
No, you old bastard, you're not.
Besides, I'm busy sucking poor old Sam dry. Go bug someone else.
You're a real sweetheart, Marcus, you bastard.
What about you, Sam?
Excuse me, I hate to interrupt your game, but could I ask you a few questions?
What game? This ain't a game, it's a slaughter.
He's right, you know. So let me die in peace, would you?
I do have something you're probably not going to be interested in it right now.
Could you do anything with this?
What is this, a clay mold? Interesting. I am a jeweler, you know. But I'm retired. I'm going to sit here in this freaking chair
If you're
until I beat this
retired,
bastard.
why have you got an ad in the
You plan to be
paper?
buried in that chair then?
Hi.
Hi.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Ask what you want. I answer what I want.
Would you take 50 for Willie Jr.?
Don't insult me, monsieur. The price is $120.
What? You said you'd sell it for 100 before.
You misheard, monsieur. The price was always 120.
I say.
Hey, kids!
Bruno, how nice.
Bruno, you're way more tan and brunette.
Gee, a customer.
Of yours? Hardly.
How's the flower business?
Well, better than the used book business, I see.
Rare books.
That explains why I so rarely see anyone in here. Are you gonna sell me that wonderful painting of yours today?
How much?
How much would you give me for it?
Oh, you're serious? You'll let me have it?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
Yeah, I'll let you have it all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could give you 100. That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My affairs are so tied up.
Gabriel, $100 for your father's painting?
Stay out of this, Grace.
Go on.
Fine. It's yours.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display. Though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it.
Don't make me take this back.
I can't believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
Oh, careful through the doorway.
I don't believe you.
I'll be angry.
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do.
Money?
Does this mean anything to you?
It means you have no scruples at all selling your father's painting like that.
Oh. Made me wonder what she'd say. I have no scruples.
Got a minute, Grace?
I'm scrupulous.
What's up?
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
Ugh, no. Makes my skin crawl, though.
Meh. Leave you here with the creepy man. Good luck. But 120, that's new. That's something they've added on.
Knight, hate to tell you this, but you're out of a book. The Voodoo murders case has been closed.
I had a feeling you were gonna say that. Son of a bitch.
No, no, no. Huh?
I have to tell you, Bud, I'm pretty pissed off about this case being closed. You guys are making a big mistake.
Hey, I'm not any happier about it than you are, Knight, but I've got my orders.
They keep freaking out in the chairs.
How can I convince you to reopen the case?
Look, the department's not interested.
So, couldn't you make them interested?
With what? I got 7 bodies and still no leads. The voodoo angle's worthless, and besides, these people aren't hurting anybody but out-of-town drug dealers and hitmen.
The voodoo stuff is not worthless. It's the key to the whole thing. And these people are dangerous. They need to be stopped.
Okay, you want me to reopen this case? Prove what you just said.
What do you mean?
You need to Prove that there's a legitimate voodoo cult in Narland. Prove that they're a threat. Get me a lead on the cult.
Okay.
Are those new shoes? What are those, loafers? Kind of a mud-brown suede kind of thing?
Hey, I'm on my feet all day, all right? Is that okay with you?
Mostly. I'm being perfectly sincere.
Yeah, you and my grandmother. Right.
I got 100. I'll see if the guy will give it to me for 100. But I swear he used to. He used to just do it for the 100 instead of 120.
Hi.
Sure. Stab.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Willie Jr.
Would you take 50 for Willie Jr.?
Don't insult me, monsieur.
It's 100.
The price is $120.
Where do I get a 20
What?
from?
You said you'd sell it for 100 before.
You misheard, monsieur. The price was always 120.
That's bull. You're a terrible businessman. I'm not about the crocodile mask. I need a 20. Malia, give me money.
Miss Geddy is busy, officer, and has instructed me to wish you good luck. That is all.
If you just tell her...
Goodbye, sir.
Fine. Where can I get a 20?
The door to Hartridge's office is locked. The podium, Hartridge's throne. Gabriel isn't in the mood to give a lecture.
Huh. Oh wait. So Abe, they've changed the game a bit, so it's not just the 100 from the painting you need for the crocodile mask. It's 120. And you say to the guys like, "But you said 100," and he's like, "Nah, I always said 120," and you're just like, "You liar!" So now I have to try find where I can get a 20. Have I been to Moonbeams?
A sign on the front door of Magenta's home reads, "Attuning with the spirit realm, back on June 22nd.
Well, let's go to the cemetery. Maybe someone left money. I mean, stealing from the dead probably isn't the best thing to do, but...
Food, trinkets, and more unsettling things have been left at Marie Laveau's tomb as offerings from believers.
Anything I can take?
No thanks.
No thanks. Squirrel! That's a... What is that? Like a chipmunk? That's tiny.
Someone has left a small vase by the Wright family tomb.
Not sure who else comes here besides me and Gran, but that was nice of them.
Can I smash it? Smash it with a brick? No?
A wrought iron fence surrounds this tomb.
I hope that's to keep people out.
This family tomb bears the inscription, Rest in peace, and the name Fullermill.
Fullermill. It'd be kind of nice if you like ran into the families of people that were buried here. So it'd be like, I'm such and such Fullermill.
A statue of a small child clings to a cross atop the right tomb. The marble residents of this city of the dead say nothing.
That vase looks like I meant to smash it.
Gabriel doesn't care to communicate with the inhabitants of that tomb.
Maybe he should.
The marble and granite tombs are quite heavy. This above-ground tomb is only large enough to accommodate one resident.
Okay.
DeMarco reads, Merrill Planter Right.
These are Grand's folks. I never knew them.
DeMarco reads, Harrison Knight.
Granddaddy.
Granddaddy.
DeMarco reads, Harley Wright.
Grand's sister. She died young.
DeMarco reads, Margaret Templeton Knight.
My mother.
DeMarco reads, Philip Knight.
Daddy. Hi. I'm Rebecca's grandson.
Much as when they were alive, the Wright elders give no response.
How's it going, Granddaddy? Gran talks a lot about you, Harley. Miss you, Mom. Hey, Daddy. Oh, shoot. Huh. Looks like
Is it a
someone
20?
left something in that
Please be a
vase.
20. Bingo bing. Yep, 20.
Inside the broken vase, Gabriel sees a $20 bill.
Looks like it's my lucky day.
Dad don't need it. Let's check on the Getty tomb while I'm here. Getty. Smash it with a
That
brick.
doesn't work on the plate.
No, I thought I'd try.
It's locked shut.
Okay, well, but let's go get that crocodile mask.
Hi.
Stop. Greedy. That's what you are.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Screw you.
Would you take 50 for Willie Jr.?
Don't insult me, monsieur. The price is $120.
What? You said you'd sell it for 100 before.
You misheard, monsieur. The price was always 120.
Okay, it's got the monies. Got money for you.
I have $120. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's 120 sure enough. That mask is yours, sir.
Now, you be nicer to me now. I'm a customer. Not a time waster. See?
Here you go. Careful it don't bite you now.
Yeah, thanks.
Now don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I was thinking a man as young as you wouldn't be needing that kind of remedying. But, if you's having problems with your,
That's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks anyway.
Be careful not to burn your jacket.
'Cause it ain't none of my business if you do need it now, huh?
I don't need it.
Oh, of course you don't.
He's like, I work. This all works. What a crock. Yeah, exactly. No, up there. Not the map. Some sort of brain derp there.
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
I don't have a game, that's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, bastard.
I ain't never needed to cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
It's, Marcus uses it.
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Whoa, hold it. You really think Marcus uses this stuff?
Would I make something like that up?
Get out of here. Marcus would never use something like this.
Well, if that's what you want to believe.
This is a powerful voodoo oil.
This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
Can make a nun get lucky.
This voodoo oil could make a nun get lucky.
Really? You think it really works, huh?
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
And you say Marcus uses this? That explains a lot. Let me see that bottle. This looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a pimp's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
I don't know if you're meant to drink it.
How much you think I ought to put in here?
Careful, you don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
Ha! There's no such thing as too much. Now stand back.
Come on already, I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Smarty Big Mouth. Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Son of a bitch.
20 years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate! Checkmate! Checkmate!
You are the biggest butthead, Sam Singleton, that I have ever met.
Checkmate!
You can just put that chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Hallelujah! I did it! Yippee!
You see the guy cleaning the bar? I really think he should use a cloth or something.
Nice game.
He's just kind of rubbing his hand all over the
I
glass.
was brilliant! Of course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do.
I do actually need a favor. It's, this thing I showed you before.
Could you do anything with this?
What is this, a clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know. And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet later today. Right now, I feel like I could do anything. Meet me here in a few hours.
Great, thanks.
In a few hours, huh? Well, let's go home for a minute, I guess.
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
I'm having a coffee. Just while Creepy Man's staring.
coffee. I can go through the rest of that stuff some other time.
Gabriel, you're so lazy.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Did I get no messages?
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
No, sorry.
Whatever. Don't worry about it. Must be someone else. Somewhere else I need to go. See what's going on in the park.
4 pairs of binoculars are rigorously mounted on the cement floor.
Okay.
Those binoculars aren't going in.
I don't even know how to use them. Ah! Madame Lorelei is there. I think that's all I needed to see, really. Yep, that's all I need to see. Oh, nope, not pause. Ah, no, no! Return! Jesus Christ. I don't know why I thought that was an exit thing for a second.
Gabriel is standing on the balcony of a building across the street from Jackson Square. On the balcony are 4 mounted binoculars.
Right. Into Jackson Square! Crash.
It's Crash, the guy from Mosley's office. At the first sight of Gabriel, he slouches away like a beaten dog.
I wonder what he's up to.
We'll see Crash later.
The booth is a colorful melange. It announces the owner as Madame Lorelei and gives prices for palm readings, $20, crystal ball gazing, $15, and
Come on,
birth charts,
boys, hoopla.
$50. Madame Lorelei lounges at the booth, fondling her snake.
I'm looking.
Gabriel leers at the dancer, but she seems to want a more overt demonstration of his appreciation.
Thanks, boys.
Madame Lorelei, is it?
What can I do for you, handsome?
That's a nice snake you have there.
Oh, I could say the same of you.
Well, I know where I got mine. Where'd you get yours?
That's personal.
How about a reading?
The prices are listed on the sign.
They seem a little steep.
Well, I sometimes do my intimate friends for nothing, but I am a businesswoman.
I'm sure you are. How's business?
How's business? I have no time for such dull conversation, darling.
I'd really like to know more about that snake.
Oh, sorry, sweetie, but I don't discuss Elvis with anyone.
Oh, nothing.
Well, then move aside, sweetie, but stay where I can look at you, okay?
Madame Lorelei seems less approachable when she's behind that booth.
So I gotta wait till she dances.
A Cajun band, inventive as always with their instruments, is having a good old time on the lawn.
Come on,
Funny how
boys,
catchy
hoopla!
that toe tapping can be.
Not a bad idea. Baby, I love the way you move.
God damn it, Gabriel.
Madame Lorelei winks knowingly at Gabriel and twitches her hips.
Yep, she wants me.
Yep.
Thanks, boys.
It's a silken veil.
Shouldn't just stare at it, pick it up. Oh my god, is he broken? Is the game borked? I think the game is borked. He's just too overwhelmed. Oh! There we go.
Gabriel examines the veil with the magnifying glass. The fortune teller's veil is studded with sequins. The sequins look a little strange. Why, it's a snake scale. Gabriel carefully uses the tweezers to remove the snake scale from the veil.
Oh, you rail back.
I think this veil belongs to you.
Oh, my veil! I'm always losing those things. You have no idea. Well, darling, you're such a sweetie to return a lady's delicates, and so handsome as well.
Well,
And since you have such a clear interest in fortune-telling, let me see your hands. They look so strong. Perhaps they will make both our fortunes clear, no?
I wish something would.
Strong, yes, and yet so delicate and flexible.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, good. I see a mysterious woman in your immediate future.
Madame Lorelei winks at Gabriel knowingly.
She is a dangerous one, dark and beautiful. Oh, I see the road of your life forking, and very soon.
The blood drains from Madame Lorelei's face in an instant. Sweat beads on her upper lip.
Are you okay?
There are forces. Oh God, beware! Beware!
Okay.
What is it about me lately?
Oh my god, the fact I can't pick up the chair is messing with me. Pick up the chair!
Madame Lorelei's booth is deserted.
Hey, Crash! Wait up!
Crash only looks scared and keeps walking. It's Crash, the guy from Mosley's office.
I wonder what he's up to.
Let's go back.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
The iridescent scale is hued olive green. It doesn't seem to match the scale from Lake Pontchartrain. Gabriel is carrying a scale he found near the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain. Gabriel watches the man watching the shop.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Does this pattern look familiar to you?
Where did you get that?
You do recognize it then?
I have never seen it before in my life.
Are you sure about this pattern?
I am sure, Mr. Knight.
Let's show him the mask. Hey, what do you think of this mask?
What do you think of my crocodile mask?
Nice.
Let's go, let's go. So you've not had a phone call yet. I'm guessing I just maybe a few hours have gone past now and I can go back to the bar. He did say a few hours, he didn't say next day. So. Nope, still not back. Hey, what do you think of this?
Does this mean anything to you?
Can't say that it does.
I don't know where to go. Like, what would be classed as burning a few hours?
Someone is in that confessional. Gabriel will have to wait. Someone is in that confessional. Gabriel will have to wait.
That's a shame. But what do I do? Mosley, I have a reconstructed thing.
Detective Mosley. Hard at work, I see.
Yeah. What is it, you wanker?
Okay, if there's any Americans in chat, is wanker a term Americans normally use? Because I've never heard them use it otherwise. It sounds really clunky out of Mosley's mouth.
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
What makes you think this is an accurate reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed the partial patterns from your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Really? So this is the whole pattern, huh? That's pretty good work, Knight. But that doesn't prove that this pattern is really connected to voodoo. That doesn't prove anything.
Your face.
That doesn't prove anything.
Mosley's seen as much in that scale as he's going to.
I have that murder photo you left for me.
Good. Just don't let anyone know I gave it to you.
I wouldn't show it to a soul.
My sketchbook?
That doesn't prove anything.
Oh, I saw it. Maybe now that counts as like an hour having passed. Please? Nope. Maybe we'll try the park again. Maybe she'll be back. Are you back? Nope.
That's Crash. What the hell is he up to with that drummer? Huh. Crash and the drummer. Interesting.
Well, that counted as a clue.
A lone drummer beats out a haunting rhythm on a large African drum.
Hey there, nice beat. I dig it.
The drummer does not respond.
Yeah, did that. Did that. Did that. We don't have the bracelet yet. I'm still waiting on it. Yeah, done that. Done that. I haven't called Wolfgang, but he's not wanted to call Wolfgang. But we can try.
I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international?
He's actually calling this time.
Guten Tag, Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht.
I'm looking for Wolfgang Ritter.
Ja, einen Moment.
Yeah, is this Gabriel on the phone?
This is Gabriel Knight. Why are you calling me, Mr. Ritter?
I've been having premonitions of great danger for you, Gabriel. You must leave New Orleans this very day.
What in the hell are you talking about?
It is hard to explain on the phone. I have had dreams about you. It took me a long time to have you tracked down. I knew that Heinz had a grandson, but until these dreams started, I did not know if I should contact you.
You say you're related to my grandfather?
Heinz was my brother. There is much about the family that you should know. Come to Schloss Ritter in Rittersburg, West Germany. It is our family home. I will tell you everything when you come. You must come immediately. You are in great danger there.
Look, I appreciate the family spirit and all, but frankly, I don't know you from Adam. And I'm not going to fly off to Germany, even if I could afford it.
Gabriel, please. If you won't listen, at least let me send you something. It is a journal from one of your ancestors. Promise me you will read it. You are the last of our line. I'm too old to carry on. You are our last hope. Please, for your family, read the journal.
All right, I'll look at it.
Good. Now be careful, and come to me as soon as you can. Goodbye.
Hello, See the World Travel Agency. How may I help you?
Okay, never mind them.
Sorry, wrong number.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you know anything about Veves?
Not a clue. Sorry.
Ritual patterns used in voodoo.
Fascinating. I can't help you out, though.
Leaving you with the creeper, bye. Are you back? Why are you? Oh, he's back.
Sam, my man.
Hey there, it's you. I got that bracelet for you. This piece was a real toughie. For some reason, the metal just wasn't setting. I must be out of practice.
Well, it looks good to me. Thanks, Sam.
No problem. By the way, I'm heading out of town tonight.
Yeah? Where to?
Marcus used to tell me that if I ever beat him at chess, he'd take me around the world. The old bastard has enough money stuffed in his mattress to cover the federal deficit, and he hates spending a penny of it. I'm going to enjoy watching him squirm through every mile.
Sounds like fun. Good luck.
Are you kidding? Luck is my middle name.
The box. Crash, where are you at? Damn, Crash, you don't sound good.
Crash is huddled in a pew. He looks seriously ill.
He sounds seriously ill.
I need to talk to you. Ask you some questions.
No way, man. I'm too sick. Go away.
Come on. I have to know what you know about these voodoo people.
You don't know nothing about nothing, man. You are so far out of it, you wouldn't understand anything. Just like that friend of yours, Mosley. Go away!
I'm not like Mosley. I know more than you think I do. I'll believe you.
Oh, forget it, man. It's not worth my breath.
Do you recognize this?
Where did you get that?
Why? Do you know something about it?
Know something about it? Look at this.
Crash opens his shirt and reveals a tattoo.
It's the same snake.
It's their sign, man. The mark of the snake. Without it, they'll never let you get close.
The sign of the snake, right. Your tattoo, my bracelet. Now do you believe that I know something about these people?
All right, yeah. You know about them. I guess.
Will you answer some questions for me now?
Okay, I'll talk to you. A little, but make it fast.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Man, can't you see I'm sick? Don't bug me with stupid questions.
I'm gonna ask you so many stupid questions.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
No! Don't say that name.
Why not?
It's evil, man.
Do you know anything about snakes?
The eyes. Snake's eyes. Dambala.
Okay, calm down. What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
Nothing. Just leave me alone.
Do you have any idea what Capri San Call means?
I never heard of that.
Okay.
I want to know about the voodoo murders.
You're on the right track. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna risk my life by talking about it, man.
No, I think you're already screwed.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
I don't know her. Honest.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
No. Leave me alone about that shit.
What do you mean? You've seen them, haven't you?
No, not me. Leave me alone.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
I never heard of that.
Just confusing this poor dying man. Just like, would you know what this vague German thing is? What?
Oh, you look pretty sick. Shouldn't you be in a hospital?
Nah, a hospital wouldn't do nothing. Just leave me alone.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? What the hell is that? Voodoo's voodoo, man.
Tell me what you know about Damballa.
No! Don't say that word. They'll hear you.
They who?
Shut up, man!
Do you know anything about Veves?
I never heard of that.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm sick. Dying. Eating the big enchilada, man. What the fuck else matters?
Tell me about the animal masks you've seen.
I said drop it, man.
Tell me what you know about Damballa.
I told you. I can't talk about
You're
it.
gonna die anyway. You've already said.
Tell me what you know about voodoo.
Look, take some advice. Stay away from this voodoo shit. You don't really want to know, man. Believe me. Do yourself a favor and leave me alone.
Tell me what you know about a secret voodoo hound fall in New Orleans.
Oh, man. Just shut up about that. Can't you see I'm sick? Are you trying to kill me?
I saw you talking to that drummer. What did you tell him?
You saw me with the drummer? Nobody's supposed to see. Oh, shit. I blew it again. Promise you won't say nothing to no one. It'll get back to him. Everything does. Promise me you won't tell anyone you saw me.
Okay, but you have to tell me everything I want to know.
Okay, alright. I was sending a message, man. They have these Rada drummers posted around the quarter. They see everything, and they report.
Report? How?
The drums, man. It's some kind of code.
Tell me about the Rada drums.
Ugh, I already told you about that.
Now tell me what you know about voodoo.
All I know is these people are into some weird shit. They have power. Real power. They can write your name on a piece of paper, chew it, and you end up like minced meat, like you've been through a grinder. They know things in their heads. Things that no one ever knew about you. They know when you lie. They can smell it. They are fucking scary, man. I don't know if it's the devil or what, but it ain't no fake shit, man. It's real.
Now tell me about the voodoo murders.
They did the murders. And that's not the only way they kill. No, they can get you from miles away, just by saying your name.
Come on, you don't really believe that, do you?
No, I seen it, man. You can't cross them.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
They always meet outside somewhere that night. I saw them last year. Dancing and howling. You don't want to be anywhere near them.
Now, tell me about the animal masks.
They wear them when they're dancing at their rituals. But they don't just wear them. They become them. They become the animals.
Stop talking nonsense.
It happens, man. That's all I know.
Crash, tell me more about this voodoo cartel.
I told you all I know. I don't want to talk about it no more.
Tell me more about the voodoo murders.
There's nothing more to tell. They kill people.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I told you everything I know about that.
Now, tell me about the animal masks.
I told you everything I know.
Okay.
Tell me what you know about a secret voodoo hound fall in New Orleans.
All right. There's this underground cartel in New Orleans. A voodoo cartel. They control everything that happens on the street. I mean everything that's bought or sold. They have fingers in the legit world too. Banks, foreign stuff, you name it. There's supposed to be this temple. What you said, A hound for. That's their headquarters, man. I heard people say it's underground, somewhere in the Quada. I don't know where, though.
Have you ever been there?
No. I've never been in it. I'm nobody, man. A runner. But I saw them once. Out at the lake. They became animals, man. Beasts. I remember the eyes. The eyes.
Hey, are you okay?
The eyes. The eyes of the snake.
I think I should go get a doctor. Hey, are you all right? Someone! I need help!
The eyes. The eyes of the snake. Dambala.
What snake? Crash?
Crash spasms twice more, then dies as Gabriel watches.
Oh my god. Oh, poor bastard.
Well, that was intense. I'm just gonna check him over real quick. And then I think I'm gonna have to take a half-hour break, because my mum's not very good at... Well, she can cook. She's not really sure what she's doing, though.
I guess I'd better copy this tattoo.
So, I'll head on in a second.
Crash's face shows signs of strangulation. His death was not a pleasant one. Moving the body is the job of the coroner's office.
I feel like I should close the shirt again.
Moving the body.
Okay, well, I'll just leave him out, I guess. And I will leave it there, and I will return within half an hour. Okay? Okay. Nah, I'll be back soon, okay?